Yep, socializing. One of the great terrors of our time. Sup, guys? Hey, Thomas?
Hello?
Yes, please. Just a jiffy.
So, what exactly do you want to talk to everyone about?
This case goes deeper than you think. The townfolk may have heard about the murder, but they don't understand it. It's a very dangerous situation, and I need to warn them properly. I hope most of them are decent enough to come.
No problem there. Emily has made all the arrangements.
I've told everyone to gather around between 1500 and 1700.
Great.
So they just put 2 hours of their day aside.
Reminds me of a film I saw recently. The town is under attack by aliens. And so the mayor
yeah, this
calls
case goes
all
deeper than you
citizens to the
think.
town hall
It all
for
happened in a jiffy.
However, seeing this, the aliens attacked the hall and wiped them all out together.
Is that relevant, Agent York?
It's all
It was
relevant.
fantastic. They used a combination of balloons and meat sauce for exploding heads.
Balloons and meat
Aliens
sauce!
start firing their death rays and heads start popping.
I hate it when I get shot in the head and it pops and meat comes out.
Agent York, some of us are trying to eat here.
I know, Emily. I'm one of them. Well, anyway, you're...
You fucker, York!
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm suspicious of that weirdo. It's like they went out of their way to make him as non-threatening as possible, and that's suspicious to me.
Hey, I'm working here. You can't just stroll into a chef's kitchen.
You're not a chef.
Then perhaps you would give me your permission to enter.
No, get the hell out of here.
Zach, everyone has their own sanctuary. Let's leave him in his.
But he's not a chef. He's a cook at a diner. A chef is like a thing you have to go to school for. Zombie porn's weird to me. But like, interesting on a psychological level. Like, the attraction can't be to the... I guess it can be to the corpse body. That's necrophilia. But like, the fact that they have no free will has to play a part in that.
Where we left off. Speaking of 80s movies,
Or that they're
Jewel in the Rough.
entirely
Deadly
instinctual.
Spawn. Do you remember that one, Zach? Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? We need to be at the community center by 1500 today. Just think of talking in front of all those people. What do you think, Zach?
I think you should stop talking and talk to this guy. Oh, they won't talk to me. I've got to go in. Fine.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either.
Elementary
Yeah, it was
school?
a
They didn't
tough
make you do
road.
speeches in high school?
Piece of scenery. Bright red
Or
tree.
college? You didn't have to do any presentations?
Thank you.
Get your stupid criminology degree? Well, you have a psychology degree, too, if you're a profiler.
Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm
Clock towers
Special
are only
Agent
important in
Francis
Resident
York.
Evil. They're also important in the
Some of
Clock
you are
Tower
already
series.
aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Now I've heard the folklore story of the Raincoat Killer. There is a chance that the murderer is...
Why are they making googly eyes at each other?
Women should also be
Oh, maybe they're
especially
worried that
careful.
I'm giving away our profile of the killer to the public. Who's that douchebag Biff wannabe there on the right?
Purple fog covers our town. We'll all walk in hell, I fret. So
Yeah, exactly. It's not the bad guy with his Bane mask.
I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town.
I'm a
also
fucking
know
weirdo,
about
that's
you and
how.
Your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
That's not really a good way to frame that, York.
Sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay.
He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name.
Wow, I knew
read
nothing
him like a
about him,
book,
I just
Zach.
played him. Nice job, York.
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too.
I really
Everyone
want his
thinks
big
he's
black
some
dick.
kind of weirdo. But I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day. But I do.
He's fondling
He's doing
corpses.
research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. You must be
As a
loaded.
general rule of thumb,
Rich
Butter
and
Army,
young.
if you're going to tell a
Perfect
joke you're
combination.
worried might
But
offend
you
people,
don't get that
don't tell it.
feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
So do they have like this weird sex thing going on, or what?
Oh my pot is getting cold.
Roaming Sigourney. Oh, she's Sigourney Weaver. Oh my god.
Hey,
She looked like
mister,
she's Sigourney
my
Weaver.
pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
How did he
Zach,
not
we've met all
get
sorts
sued
today,
for
but
this?
Really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God
Oh,
rest
my.
his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was
does
just one
that?
of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about.
Oh, that he didn't dislike
His
the
eyes
play.
were so sparkling, like a
He was just
happy
mad that he
young
knew you
boy.
weren't very paying attention.
So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready.
Yeah, her favorite
Sorry
play's
for
Barrel
having to
Roll Party,
hurry
the
away.
play.
I'll see you back at the hotel.
This is so weird. Is
Zach,
that-
I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my questions, Zach. Amazing.
Good point. She was evasive, I guess.
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
Oh, hi there, Vince Neil from Motley Crue. How you doing? Oh, he's her
What
husband.
about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Holy hell. What's up, Gina?
Hello again, Agent York. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good today.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any information that could help me out?
Information? Sounds difficult and
The
not
president?
my kind of
Oof.
conversation. Anyways,
He's not that
you should
articulate.
Come by the
Come
gas
on.
stand again. I'll give
The
you
guy
best
didn't say
service in
bigly
town.
once.
Zach, perhaps you can tell me. Why did she bother coming?
I just realized her like booty shorts are actually, or her Daisy Dukes are open at the crotch. Like they're not even zipped up. Look at those snake fucking pants he's wearing.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
I'm the gunsmith. Turns pretty good living to have those snakeskin pants
How
and
do you
that
make a
silk
living
shirt.
running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
You nailed it, Japhicus. FBI agent Francis York Morgan, but you can call me Mr. Long Dick City Boy McGee. Everyone does.
I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it.
I'd like you to
The
take a
shop will
look
be
at
open
my
again
gun.
tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Yep, gun store owner just sells lollipops. Brian the Insomniac, the Gravekeeper, with a
Mr.
Brian.
crumbled trilby.
Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
Yeah, click. Yeah, that'd
Totally
be great.
agree.
Click along to a
That's why I'm
Tool
here,
sign signature.
looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna. Her smile. So warm. Anna. Blonde hair. So bright.
Yeah, I'm not sure the insomnia is exactly his major problem.
There's a grave.
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report.
I'm pretty sure she's trying to get me to go out on a date.
Diane, the owner of the art gallery.
But I'm a weird asexual, like, well, being asexual isn't weird. He just happens to be weird
Hold
and
on,
seemingly
Agent York.
asexual.
We're
I shouldn't
going
have phrased
out
it
to eat
that
at
way.
Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner. That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the
Good
real
work, York.
deal. No
You talked
visit
to a couple of
Greenville is
people.
complete
Here's
without
fucking
eating at
$8
A&G.
grand.
A very appealing proposition.
Yep.
Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Let's eat with them. Why not? Maybe if we get close enough, we'll like accidentally smash that puss or something. God knows we'll never actually try. Just whistle like that. If you earned $8 grand, yeah, no kidding.
A long time now.
That ringtone, yeah, that would be a good ringtone.
Our
Longest
town
ringtone
is
I ever had
odd
was
in some ways, but it's usually a
the
peaceful
opening riffs
place.
from Cult of Personality.
We had our fair
It was
share of
at a
cases,
time before
but just
wrestling
the
was more
regular stuff.
popular like it is now. When CM
A high
Punk was
school
big
kid
in that
shoplifting
transition
from a
period,
milk barn, maybe.
and it was smart because
hot-headed
the
kids
only people
fighting,
who would
fueled
recognize
on
it are
liquor.
fans of the band or wrestling fans. Otherwise, it would just be a song.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Oh, her textures are fucked
Not
up.
much different from those you've just mentioned.
Do you see her fucking textures?
The case I was on until last month.
Is it the lighting?
Well, the guy killed 7 girls.
Yeah, it is called
3
Life
months
is
period.
Beautiful. I've got that as one of my tags for the
He
video.
sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum, then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state.
Oh my
was
God.
the point in the court case.
The lighting in this scene is fucked up.
Man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls. Well, that is one thing, but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too.
Gross.
Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student.
To be fair, Pixel, it might just be the settings I'm using. I'm running
Thank you, Agent York.
like a thing to
Let's talk about
change.
something else.
You don't want to hear anymore?
She's got facial hair.
That's
She's
a
loaded
shame,
on someone
Zach.
else's
I was just
facial
about to get
something.
to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world.
But yeah,
You're like an elite
I'm running a thing
agent
to
who
let it
just
run in
jumped
better,
off of a
like,
movie or something. In your
whatever.
eyes,
It's probably
must
something
look
I
like we're
did.
just playing cops and robbers. Ugh, I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily.
What are the words I'm looking for
solved
here?
are all
Aspect ratio.
Full-fledged crimes.
It doesn't run natively in
Crimes
anything
of
above 1280. So
There's
I'm
no big
running
and
this. I installed this thing to let it run in
Crimes
1600.
Always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
That's an excellent explanation of, like, victim blaming.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this
There's
town.
the perpetrator and the victim.
You understand that, right?
Yeah, no, it's effed up.
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt.
Well, no, that aspect of what he's saying is
such a thing could
nonsense.
ever
Not all crimes
even
are
happen
equal.
in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Oh, his hair's like part see-through on top
Excuse
there.
us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Morgan's just not phased. York's just like, whatevs. Runtime error. Game has crashed. What a big fucking surprise. Uh-oh. Hey, the doggo! Who's your good doggo? Hello, heels. Who the fuck is that? It's got that weird tree. This is a weird fucking dream world, huh? Alright, kid.
That's me.
That's you, huh?
That's me when it happened.
Is it when your sister was abducted by aliens? Or maybe the FBI, but also maybe aliens? Or maybe the smoking man?
Whoa there!
Did you need something?
Oh, it's Forrest Cason!
Oh, I was just passing by.
You might recognize this guy from D4, Dark Dreams Don't
The
Die.
door opening like that it surprised me, that's all.
Hey there, Forrest. Sapling salesman, also a doggo.
I'm Cason, Forrest Cason. Nice to meet you. I travel a whole lot, you see, selling tree saplings. Just the usual salesman doing the usual road trip. Sometimes I feel, I don't know, like a jolly old bumblebee spreading pollen.
FBI special.
What a weird character, man.
Let me give you this. It's just a sample of what I sell.
Thank you. How kind of you.
Yep, just what I need, a fucking potted plant.
So, what brings the old FBI out here? Sounds like more than just a vacation.
A murder?
A murder, actually.
But you know, once they sprout, you don't need to do much. You can leave it be, and why, it'll turn into a big tree no matter what happens. Kind of like those stocks that politicians buy that just keep growing and growing. Well, you just wait and see. This town is gonna love them.
Uh-huh.
Right. We were just about to go take a morning stroll, so I'll get going. Good luck now with that case.
So you're introducing an invasive species to the town? Is that what you're doing, Kason?
Zach, do you remember what the coffee said?
Time for breakfast.
Looks as good as yesterday's.
I hope you enjoy it.
I will, and thank you. I just met Kason, actually.
Ah, good old Mr. Kaysen. Did he give you a sapling?
As a matter of fact, he did. Don't tell me he gives one to everyone he meets.
No. Only to the people he feels comfortable with. He told me. He must feel really comfortable with me.
Huh.
He must. Is there anyone he hasn't given a sapling to?
Mustard? Okay, I'll just get it from the kitchen.
What?
Then.
No, mustard has nothing to do with it. I was wondering if you know of anyone that Kason didn't give a sapling to.
Oh, too much pepper. I did think it might be. I'm sorry.
Ah, Zach, I forgot. We'll never get anything out of her, will we? Forrest Kaysen. He's hiding something. You think so too, right, Zach? But no need to rush.
I don't know. We just met him, dude.
All secrets are hidden until they are inevitably divulged. The powers of entropy.
That's not
The world
not
exposes
entropy.
everything and causes chaos.
That is not how entropy works.
Just like this coffee.
Can't use her old age as a cover forever, Polly. She seems like she's gonna. Like, I can say she can't, but she's doing it. And apparently York just doesn't have, like, the skills to handle her judo. Her old lady jujutsu.
Good morning, Agent Morgan. Did you sleep well?
Morning, George.
I just noticed the license plate
You do
is
look
video
well
games.
rested.
That's nice.
Oh, I was up practically all night doing paperwork. Thomas helped me out, so I was able to go home and get some sleep, but not enough.
Diane got back into town late last night. We should give her a visit.
Which means going to the art gallery, correct?
She lives and works in the office there, so it's the only place to find her. The gallery is open from 10 to 1700.
Time for some art appreciation. Cultural activity in such a small countryside town. Amazing, Zach.
Your face looks hideous. Damn, look at that modern art.
Hello?
That thing's actually pretty menacing. I like it.
No reply. Let's take a look around then, Zach.
I want to take a look at that art. Look at this fucker. That's a menacing piece. I love it. I don't normally like art, but that's cool. This section's super dumb. No, that doesn't mean much, but still, okay. Looking forward to it. Hey, girl. Just having a poop? Oh, no, you're crying. Okay. Now I feel kind of bad for making fun of you. Let's go talk to Olivia. Almost too good for him.
Hello, Olivia. Do you like art?
Yes, I do. Well, I mean, I like trees.
I like turtles.
Okay.
Second time that's been referenced tonight.
But I see, because these are all tree paintings.
Yeah, having one of those poop cries. We've all been there.
Well, no. Just sometimes. I'm sorry, I really need to get back to the diner.
Zach, she was lying about something.
You don't say!
She said trees, not paintings of trees. She doesn't need to come here to see trees. There's tons of trees outside.
Oh, look, she dropped evidence. How convenient. Why does she have the key to the gallery? The plot thickens. It didn't have a whole lot of, like, it was pretty fucking thin. Tree at sunset, red leaves, dancing red butterflies, pass to the office, number of red trees from the special exhibition room. Olivia must have dropped this note, Zach. I'll come back to it later. My goal is a tad unclear. I think I'm supposed to be looking for paintings or a painting. Oh, here we go. Red butterflies frolicking through the painting itself is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, that's in the basement. Oh, I didn't pick it up. I'm so stupid. I am such a fucking idiot. I'm a big, dumb, stupid guy. I'm a big, dumb jerk. I'm such a big, dumb idiot. Well, the notes, it describes the painting. A, tree at sunset. B, red leaves. C, dancing red butterflies. Oh, past the... Oh, number of red trees. I think I've got it. Number of red trees from the special exhibition room. Yes, Jafficus. I was literally just, like, noticing something I'd missed on the memo, and then I read your thing, and you told me what I was just realizing. Because I'm an idiot. Took me a good 10 minutes longer than it should have to figure that out.
Like I said, there's no point in you having this. I can put it to far better use. I'm taking it with me, okay?
That's fine by me then, as you wish.
Hi there.
The FBI agent, right? Just wait a moment, please. I'll be right with you.
Smooth, York. Smooth.
So there's no way you could have been at the scene of the crime?
That's right. I was drinking at the bar with Nick until early morning. I'm sure if you ask him about it, he'll
That doesn't
say
look
the
like
same.
Barrel Man to me, Pixel Link. Diane Ames. So the
Very
women in
well.
town don't like her, huh?
I'll be sure to do that. One other thing. That argument with Carol just now.
She's always like that. She thinks of me as an enemy, always bickering at what I say.
Is there any reason for that?
Perhaps because someone she liked ended up with me in my bed?
That would explain it, yes. If I may be so bold, who was the lucky man?
Oh, I sleep with anyone I wish. Anyone I prefer to sleep with. I guess she had her eye on one of them, but I don't know who it was
Okay, so she has a healthy, positive outlook on sex, and
I'm flattered by your
that
offer.
upsets the women, I
don't
guess?
think that would be appropriate. You're exactly the kind of woman a man in my job should never get involved with.
Isn't that a shame, darling?
I'll be frank. Right now, you are not a suspect. But both Zach and I are certainly feeling shaky about you.
If you want to remain in the clear, just watch yourself from now on.
Oh, you don't know, do you? Artists and art lovers, we love a good thrill.
What?
Thank you for your help. I have nothing further to ask.
Yeah, but no, Barrel Man is he's the sculpture, clearly. Yep, York counted some trees.
I had a chat with Diane. She said she was at the bar drinking with Nick at the time of the murder. We need to confirm her story. Let's talk to Nick at the diner.
Very well, Agent Morgan. I have to head back to the department and clear up some paperwork. Go with Emily to the A&G diner.
Okay then.
Works for
I'll
me.
show you the way. The diner's open from 9 to 2100.
9 to 9. Got it.
Just as we suspected, Zach. Diane is the key to this case. I have a feeling she will lead us right to the criminal.
That's kind of a leap. Forrest Kaysen?
That's Kaysen. Looks like the show has just begun, and it has an all-star cast.
Oh, game crashed. Beautiful. Magic. Oh, that's it. The game crashed again. Same spot. So I guess that's the end of Deadly Premonition.